I had to change that. Anyways, salute everybody. We in the building, Divine Shot Powers, Knicks Real Talk. We about to get it popping, man. I'll hit y'all with the intro in a minute because this is the recap, not the pre-game. So let me get y'all got it going there. But anyway, man, we in the building. Shot Powers, man, we in the building. We about to talk this Nick Talk in a minute and all that good stuff. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know Knicks Real Talk. Let me get y'all got it going there. But anyway, let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Apologize for that. One more time. Pardon the errors. But it goes down like that sometimes. Here we go right here, ladies and gentlemen.
We about to hit you with the recap like Aaron Judge with a bat because we touching on facts and plus we up in these hats. It's Knicks Real Talk and we cut from a different cloth. We cook a Nick broth with a different sauce. We bubble like a hot pot in the kitchen. We dripping on the surface, spitting verses with these bars and b-ball. Cause no matter how far the stars we see all like a telescope. You can tell it's dope by the way we unveil these news and notes. Check the box score, a top score, knocking down shots. Plus we got a lock for 48 minutes, putting on the clinic. The cat lieutenant, they entered the winner. The game is over. We trooping in our temples like soldiers and train the planes, the Range Rover. I'm getting up and over the list. We on the BQ eating, we maneuvering swift. This ain't Tokyo, but you know we can drift. Cause the pokey be on the low, so you know our flow had to shift. We about to be out in a few. No doubt next time we see you to be on a game preview. It's Knicks Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it popping every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. It's Knicks Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it popping every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride.
That's crazy. Yo, salute everybody. Amsterdamers. Yo, salute everybody. Welcome to the show, man. Knicks Real Talk. Divine Shot Powers, the chat. It's the recap, man. We about to hit you with the bat. You know what it is. You know how we get down, man. We about to Aaron Judge this thing, man. Ladies and gentlemen, salute to everybody, man.
Like a Tokyo drift.
Yes, sir. I got one thing to say for all my Knicks fans out there. Tyler Kolek. Tyler Kolek. The fans got what they wanted last night. Shot Power. Tyler Kolek came into the game. So salute to him. But salute to everybody, man. You can see we ready to get in here and get it popping. I'm just having fun when I'm feeling good. Anytime Knicks win the game, I'm good. Don't care how it goes, but I'm good. Yeah, but overall, man, we in the building. This to recap, man. Divine Shot Power. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody in there. Shot Power. Knicks had 1 minute ago and ain't got it popping, man. What's good?
Salute to you, Divine, as always. Salute to the family in the chat. What an interesting game last night they had. In the midst of the games, we had the highs and the lows, the peaks and the valleys, and we pulled the win off. We seen some things that was good. We got some good news that was good, and let's talk about it. Let's get it.
Yeah. Brian Acosta, my man, went to get sued for the super chat, and Brian on the real. I got to find a way to reach out to you. I got to get you some drip or something, man. I got to send you a hat or something. I appreciate you, everything what you do for us all the time, man. Really don't go unnoticed, man.
Word up.
Real talk. So I'll make sure I get you a Nick joint, man, a hat or something over there to you. We'll figure out how to link up eventually. But Brian, appreciate you, my man. Real talk. Yo, salute everybody in the chat. Nostalgic, my man. What's poppin'? Dub Fresh, what's good? Just Knicks, my man. Crim's dad. In the building, man. Salute to you, on Diobs, my man. Is always Stan Still. What's the deal, Stan? Good to see you, my man. Real talk, and everybody else, man. It's the recap, man. We here. But Shop House Knicks went out there, had some home cooking last night. Won a game, man. Obviously, the game they supposed to have won anyway. Obviously, no regards to whom or what. The game was played pretty well, other than that fake comeback. And the Knicks had to turn it back up and finally get the lead down to 18-19. That would put it away, but. Some good things, some not some good things. I still think the defense did well last night, but I think they could have played better, especially with that comeback and Marcus Smart just around that third quarter. We gave up a little bit too many points in that third quarter, 37, I want to say. So other than that, I think that was pretty much the one thing that didn't go well the other night was just that let them guys come back down 33, which is going to happen in any NBA game, but pretty much happens all year round. But I guess when they got down to 4, they took got the timeout in, and then my man came and hit that big timing three, and then after that we kind of you kind of started getting loose and everything like that. But other than that, man, good game. We won. That's all that matters. That was 44 wins, 26 losses. That was a good thing. So we can look on to the next. But other than that, man, I was happy about the game. But other than that part, but we had a lot of guys play well. Obviously, we had Tyler Kohler come in and give us some good minutes yesterday, +5 overall, 7 assists in the second quarter. He was doing a damn thing. Still he got to work on the defense a little well, but that and one was beautiful. Off the backboard, Campaign came out, shot power, did what he had to do in the starting lineup. Next man up mentality, he took care of business. He had a pretty decent game. But the big three really had it going though. Obviously Towns, McHale, and Anunoby them played some good games too. So overall, man, we got the win, man. That's what really matters, man. What was your thoughts? What's your feelings on that game last night?
Yeah, it was interesting, man. And we knew that the Knicks were going to get out there and play good basketball again, especially coming off these 2 losses and being back at home. You know what I mean? So the guys really stepped up. Payne came out. A lot of people that I noticed were talking about Payne should have been starting, and he looked good yesterday. He got the team going yesterday. He wasn't chucking up shots like he usually looks for. You know what I mean? He was more of a putting it together type guy. You know what I mean? And the fill behind him, Tyler Kohler came in there. Is it just me? Don't he look a little bit? I mean, maybe it's just me because you don't see him, but don't he look a little bigger? Didn't he look a little more like? Didn't he look like he look a little thicker? I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Brolic Kohler.
Yeah, man. He looked. You know what I mean? Anyway, so but he played a good game, and I give him his props for playing against an NBA team. You know what I mean? Lower echelon team, but he did what he had to do. He seen the guys that were hot, and he kept feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. He seen Mikal Bridges was hot. He must have got at least 4 of those assists off of Mikal. I mean, he was feeding Mikal, OG, and they were making shots. And that's how you get your stat. That's how Brunson get his. When if you feed the guy when they hot and he was getting them. The way I watched him, he was waiting for people to get into their spot and hit him. And on the way to their spot, he was giving the ball in rhythm. He was making them rhythm shots. You know what I mean? Those are rhythm shots. You know what I mean? That they were shooting. And it looked good. It really did look good. And it's not no doubt that he's gonna get some more minutes because Deuce is down for a little while. So he's gonna get some more minutes. So those 2 guys really executed the game plan yesterday semi-flawlessly. I wish I could have seen a little bit more minutes from Tyler Kohler last night as well. So it was a really good outing for those 2 guys, big time last night. They really, really performed last night. They filled in the void for Jalen Brunson big time.
Yeah, I believe so. But the one thing that you take away from that as well is but that's what they supposed to do. Next man up, you know what I mean? And he stepped up when he needed to. My man stepped up. That's what they, and that's why I was saying in the chat for so long, patience is a virtue, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to these young men. You know what I mean? You bring them along gradually, and I think Tibbs did a good job of that. People might have realized the reason why he might got to this level right now, at least, ladies and gentlemen, one game anyway, let's say for one game anyway, is because the patience they had with him. You know what I mean? And I think knowing that how deep this roster was and the guy that he had set in that rotation, I always said next year, Tyler Kohler, this will be his team. I'm his backup. He will be the backup to Jalen Brunson next year, ladies and gentlemen. But I like the way Tibbs bringing these guys along. You bring them along, how do I say, you nurture them, man. You bring them along slowly, methodically, make sure they understand the mental part of the game, because that's more important than the physical. And, they learned the mental aspect of this thing. And let's like Haka Purdy got a chance with Sims left. Now, when Deuce McBride went down, Tyler Kohler got a chance. I mean, that's just the way it goes. There's a pecking order to this thing. But the good thing about it, you're glad that in that pecking order, you got a guy who can come in and help the team. And I think that's important. So even for him to be where he had in the pecking order, but at least when he got on the court, he showed improved and helped the team, sustain a win and everything like that. So shout out to Tyler Kohler, man. We know what you made of, 4-year pro, 4-year college player. Marquette got dog in him, got a good shot, got a good IQ. He'll get his burn, ladies and gentlemen. This you right, like I said, Campaign, this might be his last year on the Knick uniform. They say, well, let me bring in Campaign until Tyler Kohler gets ready. A lot of Deuce McBride. Tyler Kohler going through what Deuce McBride probably going through in this, in his career, because that's just the way it always goes. And unless you're uber talented and you get to play right away. But I like what they did. I like this game last night, Shot Power. I thought his floor generalship was on point, like you said, to McHale. Probably out of them so many straight points McHale got, a lot of them was assisted by that man right there.
Mm-hmm. He found him when he was open.
Good job by Tyler Cole to keep it up, man. Whenever your number's called, just step up and show improvement. He did that. You can't ask for more than that. +5 last night. Good job by him. Other than that, my big three Shot Powers came to play last night.
Yeah, they had about 80 points.
Yeah, the cat was going, had it going. Real talking. McHale and Anobi, Hart 9, 12 rebounds, all that good stuff. So overall, I think they played well. Other than that third quarter, and therefore I think he gave a 35 or 37 in the third quarter. Let me make sure right. Like when you talk about the background, I don't know in front of me.
It's about that. They got busy. Was it 43-13 or something like that? They had us beat us by 37 points that quarter, something like that. Might have been something like that.
With the score 35. Yeah, I was right. There was 35 in the third quarter, 27 in the fourth quarter. So that's not the Knicks defense when compared to the first quarter. In the second quarter, you only gave up 21 and 20.
Yeah, shut up now.
Yeah. And then that third quarter, when Cat found some energy and it happens. You know what I mean? Like that now you see why Tids be planning to do the extended minutes sometimes because this shit ain't never over. Not in this day's NBA, you know what I mean, with the way people shoot the three ball here and there. But anyway, they found a way to Shot Power to keep around 20, 26 a quarter, though. We average it out. They only scored 103, and that's what we want our Knicks to be. At least 25, 26 a quarter. That don't get you to more than 104 that game. Obviously, you can't do that on a normal, but they got back to what they did the last couple of games prior to the two losses. Got back on the defense side of the ball. And granted, Washington Wizards coming off a back-to-back the other night, so you got to let that play into the back-to-back. Just like when we come up a back-to-back, we be the same way. So they had that same thing, and we played them on a back-to-back. They coming off a tough game at home and had to travel to New York. So still we wind up doing what we had to do, 122 to 103. I think we really did a good job of doing what we did. Let's get into the statistics right quick. Let me see if I can pull up some thoughts from the game, man, and we get it. But it's Divine and Shot Powers. We in here. Salute to the chat and everybody. Thank y'all for coming in. AP was good. Fabian was good. G Money was popping. Salute to everybody, man. Everybody in the building. I appreciate y'all coming in. Shot Powers. Overall, it was a pretty good game, man. I say we won. Once you win, always put a smile on your face when you get a victory somewhere, and we did get a victory. So and we could take it from there. Here you go, right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is like the box score and everything like that. Then we get back at it. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, you look at a 103 to 122 New York. Went in there and did what they had to do last night, man. From the field areas, they shot 74% from the chatty stripe. We shot 78% from the chatty stripe, ladies and gentlemen. So we did pretty good there. From the field goal area, 2-point area, 28 and 52 for them, 54%. Like I said, I think it had a lot to do with that third and fourth quarter, and the way they was going that ball down there. For us, 55% in the paint, not bad. 31 for 56, I'll take that. Over 50% from the 2-point area for us. They was 11 for 36 downtown. I think that was their problem. Ours, 37%, not bad. 13 for 35. I'd like to see that 38, 39, but that's good overall numbers there. Field goal percentage area, 44 overall. We shot 48. We almost hit half of our shots, so that was good, which we were supposed to against that team under their circumstances and everything like that. Ladies and gentlemen, we rebound the ball real well. 49, they have 41. 35 defense, 14 offense rebounds. Good job there. Josh Hart and them, Mitch and them guys, they call every town actually had a good game out there too. Assists, Shot Power 29, that's what we want. Usually and they had 21. Turnovers 14, one high, we normally get a 2. Steals, 13 steals, 3 blocks. They had 5 blocks, but they had 20 turnovers. That's what we pretty much kept us in the game to beat them the way we beat them because but the good thing about it, we only got 17 fouls. Look at the max points in a row. They had 15. We had 9. Time spent in the lead. Shot Power we have 47.3 times in the lead. That's the whole game, damn near 48 minutes. Look, so those dudes in the lead for like 19 seconds and never seen the sense. So that was the biggest lead, 33. That was a good overall win for the Knicks, man, on that one. Box score wise, ladies and gentlemen, we go here right quick and see what our guys did on that side of the ball. And it's Carl Anthony Towns, 37 minutes, 31 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 1 block. Bridges, 38 minutes, 27 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 1 block. Great job. Anunoby, 23, 2 and 3, and 2 steals. Campaign, ladies and gentlemen, started minutes 30 minutes, 13.4 rebounds, 7 assists, moved the ball real well, 1 steal, good for him. Josh Hart, 38 minutes, 9.12 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Mitchell Robinson in 4 minutes, 4 points, 5 rebounds, excuse me. He played 17 minutes, I apologize. 4.5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block. Who else? Achua, 12 minutes, 4.5 rebounds, 2 assists for him. Tyler Kohler, 18 minutes, 4 points, 1 rebound, 8 assists, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Dine dropped 8 Dine. That was good. Him and Campaign, like Shot Power said earlier, combined for like 50. Actually 15.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's big time. That means they got Jalen Brunson 7, and they still got 8
they
more.
Way past, yeah, both 4 and 8, right? Yeah, that's good. And the points was about 16, 17 points. That's good. I mean, that'll suck up a little, a 25 point. That'll suck into it. I mean, it's like Cat stepped in and got those extra points from his 25 points. He scored 30, 33 or something like that, 31. So that'll help with the averages. Just like Mikal, his average is 16 or so, and he scored 20 something. So that's good numbers, man. Everybody pitched in. It was a good looking game yesterday.
That's fact, because like you said, they made up for his numbers. They made it up in a lot of ways. That's what you want anyway. Then, like I said, Shaman, 15 minutes, 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Obviously, A. Wilson and Blue Chip got some time in there. But if you look at the other stats for the night for them guys, Towns had he had 1 block, 2 personal fouls, turnovers. Mikal had 5. You don't want that and everything. But rebounds, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, 11 for Towns, and so on and so on. Here go the numbers. What I wanted to see was right here was field goal percentage, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. Cat shot 50% from the floor. Mikal 50% from the floor. Ananobi 67% from the floor. Campaign 33% from the floor. You got to be better than that. But you get what you get. Hart 40% from the floor. Robinson 67, and Chua 67. And everybody else didn't shoot too well from the floor percentage wise. Coley 25%, Shaman 25%. The other guys just garbage time minutes. So though the Campaign and only shot 33%, Coley 25, and Shaman 25. I think you can get better percentage from them down the line, but we'll take it because they're on the other side of the ball with the assist number they gave us was real good there. So you take that from the charity stripe. Towns went 10 for 13, 77%. Mikal 3 for 3, 100%. Ananobi shot 3 for 4, 75%. These are numbers you want to see. That's why we are in the high echelon of field goal percentage, ladies and gentlemen, in the NBA, because of numbers like that. Campaign 2 for 2, 100%. Hart he missed 1 for 2, and Kohler 67% from there, 0 for 1. Another Shaman didn't get there, and A. Watson didn't get there. I just want to give y'all the plus minus number because I think that's the point. Here you go, right here. This is what I want y'all to see, really. Towns 20% from downtown, 1 for 5 from downtown, but he had a plus 20. Bridges was 4 for 8 from downtown, 50%. He had a plus 25 last night. Ananobi 4 for 5 from downtown, 80%. He was a plus 12 last night. Campaign plus 14, 3 for 8 from downtown. Josh Hart plus 22 last night. Mitchell Robinson we was in the minus last night. The only one I think was in the minus last night. Out there last night. Achua plus 11. Tyler Coley plus 5. Shaman was minus, and he was minus 8. That's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. But these, like I said, some of the guys played well, some didn't. But I think we did enough to sustain and win the game. Wasn't our best game. Might not have been an A game to me last night, but I think a win is a win. You take it any way you can get it. I think that's what we did. Salute to the chat. Everybody in the building. Queen Darlene, what's good? Good to see you. Crim's dad, thank you for the super chat. Can we see Shah Divine on the bobblehead honor? Mikal, please, let's get it. Yo, what's up, dog? Let's get it popping. We know how we do, Crims. It's all love, my man. Words born. There you go. A 3 to the dome, not a Cicelli. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, overall it was fun though, man. So salute to the chat and everybody. Not our best game shot powers, but enough to win the game, and that's what matters. When you go into what you're going through. But we've got to win 44-26, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, they started chipping away at the lead. They took a whole big chunk out of the lead. But what evidently happened is we won by 19. So whatever. You know what I mean? They never took the lead from us, and we hit a momentum shot that changed the whole momentum. Those are the shots that I be talking about. Momentum shots. We down by 4. Oh, here come Payne. Bang. Now we up 7. Bang. Then whatchamacallit come down and hit another 3. Now we up 10. And now we back on the road now. Now the momentum is shifted. We was resting. That was probably why Mitchell Robinson had those negative numbers. If I'm not mistaken, he was on the court when they was making all those shots, but that didn't have nothing to do with him. It was just the teams was scoring when he was on the court. That's all. So I take it with a light weight of everything, man. I'm just happy to see the team win without Jalen Brunson. That's what I'm happy to see. I mean, because all the naysayers could kill it. All right, so what? It was Washington. We needed that win. You wouldn't have said that. You just over here talking about San Antonio and Houston. I mean, and the Hornets. Oh, you couldn't beat them. They just in the same. What boat is one? What boat? They in the same boat. What are they in the same boat? Well, Hornets is 13th or 14th. I'm not sure, but they down at the bottom of the barrel too. So anyway, with that being said, you know, I just glad to see them get a win without Jalen Brunson, and hearing the good news that Jalen Brunson is out of the walking boot right now, and he's doing limited stuff on the court, probably shooting jump shots and stationary shots and stuff like that. So we may hear that he's coming back in the next 6 to 10 days or something like that. Let's see what happens. That's also good news, and I'm glad that and right now we have to see how Tyler Kolek plays now. Now the team that he played yesterday is not OKC. Let's be clear. It's not Boston either. And I mean, so I'm not taking nothing away from him because he had an excellent game, and I think he could do that all the time if he gets more time on the court before anyone says anything. But that team yesterday is not one of those elite teams. I mean, and when they're going to put more pressure on him, where they're going to single him out by himself and isolate him and stuff like that. I digress. I hope that these next couple of games that he's going to get, because he's going to get about 3-4 more games before Deuce comes back. They saying Deuce groin is strained, so he's not going to come back. I think he's going to be out the next couple of games. So he's going to get a couple of games in like this one. Let's see if he can continue to do what he did this game or even get better. I mean, and I'm not throwing it out there, but if he gets better, whose minutes who minutes is going to get lost now? And I mean, whose minutes is going to get lost? Who's going to lose minutes now? Deuce not going to lose minutes because Deuce can play this too. I mean, it's going to be Payne or Shaman. Anyway, to be determined. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, he did his job. Came in and played like he's supposed to. One man, next man.
He did good.
He did good. You know what I mean? Does that mean that he's part of the rotation? No, it does not. But would it mean is that Tom Thibodeau know if he need to call his number, he can call his number now. You know what I mean? That to me, that gave Tom Thibodeau a boost of confidence, saying, okay, I already know the dude. I already know the young man what he could do. I see him every day. I know he can get down. Now I got a chance to see him when his number was called and he delivered. So I think that like Shop House say, that means that he if he keep this up, he's walking into that circle of trust. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now he's part of that circle of trust. And even though if he's still situational, but make no mistake about it, I think Tom Thibodeau will feel like this now. And after seeing what he did last night, this is what I'm thinking, ladies and gentlemen. Let's say Knicks playing that game that day, but campaign ain't got it going. I think Tibbs might
look down that bench and be like,
he might say, okay,
I can trust you, Tyler.
I can trust you. Like, now
let's go.
You having a bad game. I'm gonna let Tyler and because I trust him.
Yep.
I think that's how you that's how you earn your minutes. Once you get on that court, you earn the motherfucker. He got out there last night. He earned the shot to saying, if I need you, I need a ball handler, or I need whatever, I could trust you to go on the floor and give me some productive minutes. But that's patience is a virtue, though. You know what I mean? Tibbs see these dudes every day. He know what they got. And he know when they number need to be called, but it is a pecking order. And I think that Tyler Cole, I think he just entered the pecking order. I could pick from this, but I got something to pick from, because you can't say that was going to be all the time, all year long. like I said, Tibbs,
Right.
we don't see him. Tibbs see him. You know what I mean? So, but no matter what, he went in there and did what he's supposed to do last night. Man, listen, we already knew the young man had game. We already knew that. That's not even to be determined. But but with your mind right, with your mind ready to go and do the thing, we know you physically you can get down and all that shit. We do. But was he mentally ready for the NBA? Tibbs might have said let him get a little bit of season because he just got here. This is the NBA. It's a pecking order. I get it. But now he got a chance because Deuce McBride went down. He got his opportunity. The door. He check out what they said when the opportunity knocks and the door open, you go through it.
That's right.
The opportunity knocked last night. The door opened. Tyler Coley went through it. Boom. So salute to him, man. Real talk. I like his basketball. I like the way he played. The guy got heart. He got gritty. He got heart, though. That's what I love about that dude. He got heart. He's like what we want. He's like what we want him to be like what Peyton Pritchard is to Boston. You know what I mean? He'll give you that. I'll hope it next year Tyler Coley come here and back up Jalen Brunson, and the rest is history after that. We still have him for 3 more years. So let's see how it goes.
That is. He now, like you said, when Tom Thibodeau looks down the bench and he be like, who the heck am I going to take off this bench? Now he can look at him. I mean, and the perfect opportunity. See, this is the perfect opportunity because now Deuce is out to, I hate to say it like this, but in my opinion, to evaluate. But I already think, like you said, Divine, the pecking order is for real. And you are no lying about that. Payne right now is definitely the point guard coming off the bench going into the playoffs. There's like no question about that right now. I mean, but in these next couple of games, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. But especially Payne to me played good last night. He played 13 points, a couple of steals. He played good last night. He got a four assists last night. It wasn't like he wasn't getting out there getting no assists. He got the ball and he hit timely shots, momentum building shots last night. He hit that big 3 that changed the whole, all that 30, 28 points that they ran off or whatever. It changed all of that stuff with one shot that we needed to change the momentum.
Yep. It's another big thing, ladies and gentlemen. We don't want to harp on this long, but I'm going to tell you what's else important too. And I think I said it earlier. Can you imagine? Because you don't want a young man's spirit to get broken early in his NBA career. You don't, because sometimes you throw him in the fire too fast. And though we know he's worthy of it, but the outcome on the court might not true.
He can't catch up.
Yeah, you mess around and mess a young man. I have seen guys' careers get damaged because you threw them in there too early. They're kids. You got to bring them along slowly. I don't know if any of y'all are fathers or parents, but obviously if you got a young kid, you're going to bring them along slowly and gradually and don't throw them out there like they're in a grown man's world that fast. You know what I mean? Because they mess around and mess their psyche up or whatever. So I think you bring guys along in the NBA like they doing him. We know Tyler Coley going to be the backup point guard next year. That was a gimme. We know that. Because the Knicks, that's why he wasn't a two-way, ladies and gentlemen. They signed him. See what I'm saying? They made him part of this thing because they knew what they had, but you still got to bring him along slowly. Don't never rush nobody like Tyler Coley because you could destroy him. Not saying him. I'm just saying in general, people. You could do some people.
You say him. That's right. I believe the same way, like you're talking about. They bringing them along slowly. I didn't think they should have rushed them out there on the court and stuff like that, especially over the pecking order. Like you say, you look down that bench, and you look and you see Tyler Coley and you see Payne. Who you going to? Going to Payne. You look down that bench, you see Deuce McBride down there, and you see Tyler Coley. Who you going to? Mm-hmm. Going to Deuce. Pecking order. I feel you, Divine. Word up.
Yeah. And most of the time, also, the Knicks didn't need Tyler Coley, like I said the other day, because their offense was always so good.
Facts.
They didn't need him. They didn't need Tyler Coley because the Knicks was right now without Jennifer. They still fifth in the NBA shot powers and net rating and scoring. So they really never needed his skill set because they was winning games, with the offense that they had was so prolific. That's his best assets is what the Knicks didn't need at the time before the injury. They didn't need Tyler Coley's offense. We was number 3, the whole team in the East. Not in the East, in the NBA, I meant to say. But because of the defense thing, I say that's a maybe reason why he didn't get the burn he can get now. I think if his defense instincts was better, Tibbs probably would have paid him because Tibbs knows gonna play you. If you could defend a basketball, Tibbs gonna play you. Don't give a shit what. And I think that, but I'm liking the way he bring him along. The main thing is, ladies and gentlemen, when his call was there, when it was time for him to get to answer the call, he answered the call. So salute to Tyler Kohler, man. I hope you do the same thing on Tuesday against the Mavericks. Go out there.
Stay out of foul trouble. You see the first play that he got a foul. You know what I mean? Because he had to step up to the speed. You know what I mean? It's a process. You know what I mean? And early in the season, who knows? I'm not saying this, but he get in foul trouble easy now. Now he ain't gonna play. He get 2 quick fouls, he ain't gonna play. He played good basketball and he stepped his defense up a little bit. He started moving his feet a little bit more. And I don't know if it's just me, but he looked a little thicker. You know what I mean? He looked like he been hitting the weights or something like that. Like he been, doing some callous push-ups and all that up. He looked a little. So that will help him. And we all know, like you said, he is going to be the backup next year. There's no question about that because, in my opinion, I don't think Payne is going to come back. I mean, and you ain't going to be able to afford Payne if you want to save some money. You already got Tyler Kohler signed, so you ain't got to pay no money. So the money that you get from Payne is money in your pocket. I mean, money to spend. So I think that's the way that's going to work out with a lot of the guys. I won't say a lot of guys, but a lot of these younger guys that we have, they're going to get a little bit of play next year. Because I believe that 3 of the players on the second unit is not going to be there next year. Maybe 4. And I'm not going to speculate to the end of the year, but I definitely know 3 ain't going to be there. And if you don't know it, I'll tell you right now, I don't think Payne's going to be there. I don't think Shammer's going to be there. And I don't think Precious is going to be there. I think Precious is going to be gone, in my opinion. But not to get off of that, Tyler Kohler did what he needed to do last night, and I'm happy to see him, pursue the hot shooter and get him the ball and maximize his time on the court to get assists to make him look better.
Yeah, here's a testament too. This is also a testament to the New York Knicks even Tom Thibodeau too, and even them guys. You know why? They stay prepared, ladies and gentlemen. That's the key. That's the thing that was impressive to me. Is that the guy haven't played meaningful minutes the whole season. He come in and he produce. That's what out of all this shit last night. That was the most impressive thing to me.
Thanks.
The guy came out there and produced it. He just didn't clog up no minutes. You know what I mean? He literally was a plus on a plus minus side for the Knicks last night. Granted, to watch it with it don't matter, but I don't care who it was. You play who you play. You play who in front of you. And the dude was a plus. A game that he played when Tom Thibodeau went to talk Tyler Kohler the other day and say, "Oh, yesterday morning, whatever, you're gonna play tonight." Well, that dude to be ready for that moment tells me something about the Knicks, the front office, Tom Thibodeau, all of them, the scouts. They going out there doing shit the right way. And Tom Thibodeau said the magic is in the work. You put the work in the gym, that's the magic. The magic is in the work. And Tyler Kohler and guys like that been putting in the work, and you see the magic last night, period. And I think what it should be. And I'm salute to Tom Thibodeau, salute to Leon Rhodes for leaving these guys, for drafting them. Like I said, I trust him to what Tibbs doing. I know he know this cat next man up.
Thanks. He know the pecking order, man. He know how it go down, and he know how to win a game. If you can't believe that, man, even in all the years, even in the year that we had 37 wins, he still tried to get us to 500 with nobody. We had nobody that year either. Everybody hurt. So let's remember that too. And we had a dysfunctional backcourt and set everything, Grimes, all that, everything, and we still pushed us. We was only 30. What was it? 37 and 55. I think we was only 4 or 5 games out of being a 500 team with nobody. We had nobody that year either. Anyway, I digress. And Tom Thibodeau does what he needs to do. And, a lot of people say that you say a lot about Tom Thibodeau, and some of the things, I can understand, but some of the things I just don't understand, especially this year with what he has had this year and what he has put out there on the court, as many minutes as the players had and all this other stuff. Look where we are. And Jalen Brunson didn't get hurt because Tom Thibodeau ran him out on the court and ran him ragged. He twisted his ankle. Oh, I hated that. I hated that narrative, like it was Tom Thibodeau's fault that he hurt himself. And it was Tom Thibodeau's fault that Josh Hart muscle that's been ailing him since he's been a Laker. You know what I mean? Or Cat's finger that he hurt when he tried to dunk the ball. Like, that's Tom Thibodeau's fault. No, like, it was Tom Thibodeau's fault that Precious Chua got the Achilles injury earlier that in the season, in the preseason. Or Landry Shamis fell down and broke and shut and then displaced his shoulder. That wasn't Tom Thibodeau's fault. But through all of that, Tom Thibodeau figured out a plan to get us to the 3rd seed. Right now, the 3rd seed. We are the 3rd seed, the 5th best in the NBA. Right now. Salute, Tom Thibodeau. Thank you.
Yeah, real talk, man. For real. Yeah, man. He just another part of the puzzle. Like we always say, he's part of that big puzzle. We trying to master down there too. He's part of that. You know what I mean? And I think they'd be okay. They just got to keep treading water. They 4-4 without Jalen Brunson. Just keep treading water, man. That's all. Just keep hanging in there. Try to stay healthy. Don't try not to get no severe injuries. And hopefully we go into the playoffs with a fully loaded team. That's my biggest thing, ladies and gentlemen. No matter what happens from here and out, the Knicks just got to stay healthy. Try to get Jalen Brunson back at least maybe 5 games left in the season, because you don't want him to go into the playoffs not having played no basketball, because you can't afford no rusty games in the playoffs. So I think the best thing to do is, like, we can get back 5 games, maybe that's like a week, and go out there and play some basketball, get into a rhythm, and then you have maybe 2 or 3 days off, and then the next time you play will be the first round. So I think that's what we got to do to get him back here. But you know what? So far so good. Shot Powers. We playing ball that I expected we was gonna play without him. But in essence, everything like that, we still able to stay 500. We still put like this here. If we win tomorrow, I think we got the same record we had when Jalen Brunson went down.
Mm-hmm. We'll be 19 games out or something like that, right?
Up, right. So what that tells me,
up.
Yeah, that tells me why this team is good, because despite all that, they was able to tread the water, hopefully until he get back. They do that, then that lets you know that with him, we're a way better team. But even without him, we're a good team, because we didn't go under. You know, we didn't go in the black. We stayed in the red. Hopefully, so.
Yeah, I think we're in the last 10 games. I think we're 6-4, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me. I think it was like 6-4 since Brunson been out or something like that. He's been out about 2 weeks. Brunson been out about 2 weeks, and I think we played.
I think we 4-6.
4-6. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's the 10. 4-6. 4-6. That's what it is. Not 6-4-10 or something. That's 6-4. Thank you, Divine. I knew those numbers were right. 6-4.
Let me make sure I'm right. It was the Lakers. We lost to the Clippers, right?
Out of the last 10 games.
Yeah, we lost to the Lakers, the Clippers, the Warriors. We beat Sacramento. Yep, and we lost to San Antonio, Charlotte. So it's either about 5, 4, 6, something of that nature. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, man, but we still was able to tread water without him. So good job out of Nick, just hanging in there as a team. You're not gonna beat everybody, but you just got to try to win what you can win. Right now, our main goal is just keep doing the best we can, get the 50 wins, get in the playoffs, and hope Jalen Brunson ready to go. I hope Mitchell Robinson ready to go. Hope Deuce McBride ready to go. Just hope all he got ready to go when that ball gets thrown up in the first round. Until then, we just got to do what we got to do. We just got to, we got to take the peaks and valleys. We got to take the good nights and the bad nights. The nights that we don't have good nights, you see how it go down. The nights that we do have good nights, you see how it goes down. So tonight, we got a right to talk about the good stuff the Knicks did tonight, Shot Powers, because they won tonight. The last couple of nights, it was more so about what they didn't do right because they lost the games, which is fair. So now tonight, we get to say, our team won a game. Won a game. They played ball. Could have been better, but they did enough to beat a team who was playing the night before. So that's all you can ask for. But I do like that they relinquished that lead, but they didn't give it up. That said a lot about the character of your team, too. You blew a 30-something point lead, but you didn't give it up, though. So that's out of that negative came that positive that they relinquished the lead. But the positive out of it is that they didn't let the lead go and got back up to 17, 18 and closed it out. And that's something you're supposed to do. So salute to Nick on that point, Shot Power. But like I said, we got the Mavericks a winnable game. But like I said, it's not about what you did until up to that game. They don't bring their A game and get the Mavericks. We could face another defeat. But I think they got some home cooking coming. I think they win that one. Then they got that tough game against the Clippers, who beat us, which I know they want to pay back. And that's a back-to-back, ladies and gentlemen. Tuesday and Wednesday is a back-to-back game. We got the Mavericks, and then we got the Clippers.
So, all at home too, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm really hoping. At home. Absolutely, Shop Power. We got one. I think we got like 5 out of 6 at home. We go on the road for one more game, but I think the rest of them might be a couple of them at the Garden, Shop Power, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, after
I know. I think this week.
Yeah, we go to Milwaukee, and then we have the Blazers and the Sixers at home, and then we play Cleveland.
All right.
Mm-hmm. So that's good. So we got a good home record, and we got a good couple of home runs, which we well deserved. We've been on the road, so we deserve these couple of little home games. So we talking about right now, Wizards was 1, Mavericks is 2, Clippers is 3, the Blazers is 4, and the Sixers is 5. So out of the next 6 games, we got 5. We 5-1, 5 at home, 1 on the road. We go to Milwaukee. That's not bad.
Yeah, Milwaukee ain't that.
No, not. Yeah, and they've been setting their home for a while too. At least a week. They got tomorrow, Tuesday, then Wednesday, and then Friday they go out to there. So that they come back Sunday at 6 o'clock. But yeah, man. Other than that, it's all good, man. I'm excited about what I've seen. I've seen some good things. I'm glad to see our big 3 stepped up where they needed to in a situation where they know they're supposed to have to, and they're supposed to win this game. They know that. And they won the game, and like we knew Knicks supposed to won that game, and that's why we put out the score that we put out, because we felt like it was going to be around that, and it ended up being, like I said, I had 120, 125, 99 with 122, 103. A lot of other guys had 118, 117. So we did we supposed to do, and I think that's what's up. Worldwide, L, my man, what's good? Yo, Slew, Worldwide, you know what it is, man. For the love of the game, man, what's popping? Worldwide, what's good, L? For the love of the game, you already know, man. Self-explanatory right there. Don't even need no introduction. You already know what it is. Salute to you, my brother. Good to see you, man. Real talk. If I see you in the chat, I know you good. And hopefully you good out there too. But salute to Worldwide, for real. But yeah, Shop Power. It was just another game on the doctrine, man. We had to go in there and do what we had to do, and I think we did a good job of it. Not win, not pretty, not the best, but enough. And we take that victory any way we can get it, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think the game was actually pretty good. And I mean, yeah, we did have a big lead, and they chunked into the lead, but we ended up winning by a whole lot. So we got the momentum shots back. We got the rhythm going back. We got the things back on our side to make it easier for us to get that lead back to where it was. So yeah, we did relinquish a big 28, 30-point lead or whatever, but we won the game, and we never gave up the lead. So I'm happy with how everything happened.
Yeah, real talk. You gotta do something with your mic, my man. Good, my Brody.
It's windy outdoors. Wherever you at, it's windy.
Yeah. Salute Louisiana, Nick in the building. D Ross was good, my man. Salute to you, Queen Darlene, everybody, man. Salute to you guys. Real talk. Appreciate y'all coming. Net Mick fan, let's go. What's good, my man? Like I said, Worldwide, what's good, my brother? But yeah, Shop Power, shit. On to the next, man. On to the next one. We got to go out here and try to repeat what we did last night on Tuesday. 7:30 game, you already know. 6:30, we'll be. Yes, 7:30 and 6:30, we'll be in the building. Knicks will talk. We already know what it is, man. But yeah, man. Jay, what's good, man? Sound like you in the Matrix. Yeah,
Jay over there messing with the white rabbit right there.
Yeah. Real talk, man. Anything you didn't like from that game last night? You were concerned about last night that you don't want to linger over to the next.
I'm definitely in the Matrix.
Yeah, I see that, my man. What's going on with you? Yeah, go ahead, Shop Power. Did you see?
It wasn't nothing that I was too concerned about. Yeah, they did give up the lead. I mean, they didn't give up the lead. They took a big.
It's too windy. I'm about to hop in the car.
They definitely came back, and chopped into the lead and stuff like that. But momentum shots. What I always talk about. You in the whip? There you go. You sound a little better.
Yo, you had to come back and go back in, homie. You sound like you in a whale's mouth. But anyway, go ahead, my man. My bad.
Yeah, nothing made. Like I said, man, it wasn't nothing that I seen that was too dramatic. You know what I mean? These guys got hot and started hitting shots, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? We end up winning by 19 or something like that. So we end up letting them chop away at the lead, and we just built it back up. You know what I mean? And I like what we did. Could they have played a little more stellar defense against Marcus Smart, someone that hates the Knicks? Of course. I mean, he got hot. They got hot in that third quarter. You know what I mean? But we ended up winning the game. So, I didn't. I was I worried that the Knicks were going to lose this game? No. Even when they were starting to chip away, I was like, "Woo, man, they starting to hit some shots." But was I worried? No. And what evidently kept my mind not being worried when Payne came down and hit that shot, and then they started going on another little run, and I knew we had another little run.
Man, I'm freezing. I'm trying to do something.
Hey, Jay, I think you should go out and come back in. You are really, really, really disrupting, brother. So we need you to go out and come back in. There you go. Yeah, man. But we got to go out there and just continue to play, do what we do. Nothing other than that. You're not going to win them all, and you're not going to always be at your best, but just do enough to win the game, and that way you can try to correct what you didn't do good. And I think last night, other than the comeback, I think we did really good in a lot of facets. We did the stat that 29 assists, 49 rebounds. They shot 37% from downtown. You did what you're supposed to do against a team like that. You shot 48, 49 from the floor. So I think we did the thing that we supposed to do. Other than, like I said, you didn't want to see the comeback, but that could be because you thought you had the game in your bag and the game ain't never over. You thought it was in the bag and you kind of took your feet off the gas a little bit. And them cats, they NBA ball player, they got pride, they got feelings too. And they don't want to get shown up just like nobody else don't. I think Mike Keefe did a good job of pulling them to the side of the third quarter, coming out of halftime. Like, listen, guys, you got to compete out there. You just can't let them walk away with the game. And they did that. They responded, man. Salute to them. Marcus Smart being a savvy veteran that he is, helped guide that ship there, and they got back in the game. But when it was time for it to turn it up, when it got too close, Knicks showed a lot of resiliency, got the lead back, then kept it there. And then, next thing you know, we emptied the bench. So salute to Big Cat. Big Cat had a popping down there, man. A demon down there, at least on the offensive side of the ball when he down there, running down the lane, throwing hammers on jokers, bully ball style. Even though he didn't shoot the ball well from downtown, he still managed to put up 31 points, 12 rebounds, gritty, man. And I think he's starting to get I'm saying this in a way that they call the game shot power. I think he's starting to get that Shaquille O'Neal vibe. Like because I'm too big, I don't have a right to be called. I don't have a right to get a foul call. You know what I mean? Like these cats are fouling Cat, but Cat's so big, and when the way he go at it, the rest be like, But I think they gotta, if you could matter if he get 3 or 4 more free throws a game, if you give him the call that he deserved, it'd be even nicer than that. So with him and Mitchell Robinson doing what they doing, man, I'm confident with this Knicks going to the playoffs. We just got to make sure we're on our A game. If not, then anything can happen. But for the most part, I'm excited what I've seen. And I'm glad that we traded water 4-4 while Brunson's gone. We got a chance to get over 500 with Brunson gone, and that's what I'm really looking for. If we can win these next 2 games, we're 6-4 without Brunson. Then you find a way to go down to Milwaukee, win or lose. You still over 500 with Brunson. Then you got the Trailblazers and the Sixers. So the Knicks got a chance to go, almost like 7-4 without Brunson. 75, that's good. That's good. You played over 500 basketball without one of your aces in the hole. And that's all you can ask for right now. So we got to hope they keep it going, man. That's what it is.
Yeah, they're getting it together, man. Just as things step up, man. And would Tibbs have substituted Payne in for Deuce if Deuce wasn't hurt? I'm not sure. You know what I mean? But with Deuce being out now, it's shot right to Payne and to Tyler. And they stepped up. Payne was ready for it. Man. He was ready for the smoke. And Tyler Kohler was as well. You know what I mean? They came in and they played their role. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about those guys so much that I haven't even talked about our real starters and stuff like that, who really, really performed very well yesterday, man. They had outstanding games. They were in everything: block shots, steals, scoring in the basket, scoring from the 3-point line. They were running amok. Even if you add Josh Hart into that with the assist, low assist, I think, but he had a high rebounding percentage. You know what I mean? So these are the things that we expect from this team this year, especially for the starting unit. You know what I mean? And they perform. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe with Hart, Payne, I'm almost positive. You know what I mean? Because 9, and I think Payne had like 13. That's 20, and another 27, and a 30, and a 20 something. That's almost 100 points from your starting unit. And I mean, again, and they've been continuously doing that in the starting unit. You know what I mean? No matter who's in that starting unit, that when they have a bad game, that's when you see them having 84 points in the starting unit. That means one or two of the guys in the starting unit is really not hot that game. For majority of this year, the Knicks have been scoring about 95 points in the starting unit. I mean, that's contributed to them, man. That's you have to really acknowledge that. You know what I mean? With only being together in this amount of games, and they are averaging numbers of almost 95 points in that starting unit, that's phenomenal, man. You know what I mean? You have teams that have been playing for 2-3 years that ain't doing that right now, still in the high 80s, 84, 85 points and stuff like that. So, I mean, what's going on? You got your wish. You have got your wish. You wished it into existence, and you got it. You got it, Louise.
Tyler Kolek.
I was calling it, guys. I was calling it, man. I was calling it. Listen, the guy, he's NBA ready when it comes to running the offense, bro.
Yeah, yes, he is. He's a good game.
To running the offense. The other part of his games we don't know too much about yet. But his offense and how he runs the offense, he's setting the guys up real nice, man. I like the way he set the guys up, man.
I do too.
He's a pure point guard. He's a pure point guard, man. No question about it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Anyway, I was right. So
yeah, you got to give your flowers, man, because you know what? Next man up when next man go down, and he came in and did what he had to do with that.
Came in, yeah.
And that's what it's about.
Now the thing is, though, when McBride comes back and Brunson comes back, he's probably going to ride the pine again. Okay,
you know what's good about that, Keith? You know what's good about that, though? Now Tibbs know that he could do that in the game. You let one of them dudes not have a good game. I think Tibbs will pull him now because Tibbs say, you know,
yeah. You got that.
I'm happy about that. He got the show approved. Now Tibbs, you know what? Campaign not having a bad game. Ride the bench. I'm gonna put Caleb. I think
he could put Kolek in for 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Now he trusts.
That's all it is. Yeah,
that's good. I think he trusts him. He gained some trust last night because when somebody called your number and the coach said, "I need you to go in there tonight and do this for me," he went in there and did it. And you know that I think Tibbs gonna feel good about that, and he should. And Tyler Kolek as well. Great job. You called it though, and I'm glad it came to fruition because we know this guy is good. Shot Powers, Keith, we know what he could do, but at the same time, you got to pay your dues, and that's what it's all about. And like I said, there's a pecking order, but he in that pecking order now.
He had to wait his turn, Devon. You got it right.
Yeah, wait his turn. Yeah, but he in there now. Like I said, I knew next year he gonna be the backup point guard. I think he got a game like
no
that.
Question. There's no question about that.
He will be the backup point guard for Nick.
I think so too. I mean, I think as far as running an offense, I mean, his level is a very high level. He's got a very high level with coming to running a team. So I think he's gonna be an integral part for us, man, in the future. Yeah, so I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for my team. And listen, our team. And listen, man, I think the Knicks, we got a shot, man. But I'm feeling better about next year than this year for some reason. It's been too much inconsistencies with the team right now, and we can't blame the coach all the time. By the way, they just put these guys together this year, so it's probably not going to work out to win a chip. Which that's my aim. Okay, that's my aim because I've been following the team so long. I just want to make sure I see them win a chip before I leave this earth, man. That's all I want, man.
We all on that same page, my brother. We listen. You know what? And that's why we
especially when I can enjoy it.
Right. Exactly. I want to be able to see that. I want to be able to see that, man.
Yeah, I think the
I want to see that.
next year
You know,
is better. I think it'd be better.
But listen, man, I'm not saying we can't do it this year. We could. I think we could. I think if we come together and the team meshes together, and maybe when they get in the playoffs, they're gonna have a different, ability, a different mindset. Okay, and maybe it triggers, and they start playing and they run amok on everybody. We'll see. We never could. Anything could happen in sports.
That's right. Hey,
In
listen.
sports.
And we remember 1999, HC to the finals. Like
Right. There he is, Mr. J. What's up, Jay?
They out of the Matrix now, boy. He had me
What
worried for
happened
him.
to
Man.
me? Oh my God!
I
I can't even explain what happened to me 5 minutes. Oh my God!
thought the movie Twister was coming through Queens or something.
Yo, I'm not even lying to you, bro. I was spinning halfway. I had an arm up on the fence. I had my foot up on the fence. I was trying to do everything. I was waiting for somebody in the car, by the car, waiting for the car. I can't even speak. I wish it was Cody because he would have passed quicker, and I would have been able to do what I needed to do. But
yes,
hey, look, real quick, I don't want to cut anybody off, man. You got to be impressed. You know, again, I know Keith has been, you got to, I listen to everybody. I listen to what's been said. I listen to my brother say. Keith definitely has mentioned this many times. I mentioned it a handful of times. Koldick, his name was called, and when his name was called, he said, in my mind, he said, about time. watch me do my thing. And he did. You got to, thank God, thank God he did that. And I think that gives him another, now, if Tibbs doesn't put him back in, now we have something to be upset about. But I think he will have another shot. Definitely at least till Brunson.
That might happen.
At least till Brunson. And we'll see. I have a very different take on it in life. I know that this man is being groomed for future, right? He's not here for right now. However, right now, I would like to see him one day play next to Brunson. And this is why I say that. To me, and I know it won't happen that way, but to me, JB would be a perfect two. He is a shooting guard, point guard. He's a scorer first guy. He could create, he could do all those things. But imagine he could just get open on and just be out. Don't have all the responsibilities of getting it to everybody in that. Leave it to somebody else. Bang. But there are some deficiencies in that too.
Big time.
You got two
That's
guys
the other side of the ball anyway.
Right. Right.
The
then you got
size,
two
the
small
size.
guys.
Yeah, the size.
Well,
the size is not.
Right. Well, let's say you have just for fun, you have a big power. You have a big power forward, and you get 2 7-footers. So that size thing is different, but it's still two guys who are deficient. I'll use a nice word in the defensive department. And so I hope that they work on that. I hope
you will see it next year. You'll see it next year.
That.
I think you see
But
it next year when
he was super impressive. That move to the basket.
That
was hard.
That was
with
dope.
the left. Mm-hmm.
With the left. That was tough, man. That was tough. His bounce passes were crispy, but that was tough. Real crispy.
He shocked me on the defense a little though.
Yeah. The good thing about it, he get another game to prove himself. Let's hope he can. Mm-hmm. If you go out there, you don't want to go out there tomorrow. Then they didn't stick up the joint. We gonna
he better not.
Right.
He better not.
Give up six turnovers and all that stuff. He wants to get out there and play good basketball. That's it. He wants to get out there and play good basketball because he does have a shot. He does have a jump shot.
He does.
He has a jump shot. So if he can elevate his game or get some more shots, open shots, he'll see. This is the one thing about him coming now down the stretch, and I already think this is set in stone that Payne, when you look down the bench, Payne is the guy that you go to. he's going to run you through this playoff thing. You know what I mean? Especially when Deuce come back. You know what I mean? And Tyler will be pushed to the thing. But in an event like Devon say, Payne ain't having it, and Payne in there for the first 2 minutes, he done got 2 turnovers, and he done airball a 3-point shot, and Tibbs look down that bench and be like, Tyler, it's your time. Let's go, buddy. Get out here.
Right there.
Let's get there, Tyler. Let's go.
He better
right.
send homeboy from Apollo to come in and get him. Like, come out, you're out.
He in that circle now, Shao Fowler. Tyler Cole's in Tibbs' circle of trust.
He touched it yesterday. He did what he needed to do. Just like Deuce said to Hope this year, and one of the things that we all seen when he said, "Yo, when you out here on this time of the court, this is the time for you to shine. This the minutes. These minutes are real crucial minutes for Tom Thibodeau. You get out here and perform, Tom Thibodeau look at you different. I mean, not the same lingo, not the same words, but overall." So that's what he said to Hucker Purdy, and that also applies to Tyler Coley. You get out there, you do what you need to do, you'll get some minutes from Tibbs. And now when he looks down that bench, he look down the bench, and he can look down the bench twice and be like, all right, maybe I could put Tyler in there. Let me see. So
you know what else you got to think about too, ladies and gentlemen? They went, because it's a pecking order, they went to Tyler Coley before they went to Dylan Wright. He's an NBA veteran. He's been on time.
That's a
pecking order. It's a pecking order. So he could have went to Dylan Wright and still left Tyler Kolek on the bench.
That's a fact.
But Tibbs know that it's a pecking order to this thing. He like Tyler Kolek, he's our next man up. Not Dylan Wright. He's probably only be here next year. Our next man up is Tyler Kolek. My man, Dusenbrod got an injury day. Tyler, you going in tonight. Get ready.
Yep.
There you go. Went in and showed and proved, like Keith said. Ran the team well. I think the happiest dude in the MSG last night was Mikal Bridges. He was giving Mikal Bridges mad time.
He was loving him, man.
My man, hey, his passes to Mikal.
Who was?
Yeah, he was feeding him. He was feeding him really good. He fed him really good, man.
Yeah, he was happy. He was like that Method Man stuff, kept feeding them and feeding them and feeding.
And feeding and on some 36 chambers shit. You word mother,
Yeah, he was on it, man. He did a good job last night. Salute to him, man. Salute to the Knicks. They won the game. That's what it's about. 44-26, ladies and gentlemen. I hope we can get these next 2 games. I can finally get that 20 thing off our back. Because every time we get one game of having 20 wins over 500, Knicks lose. We got it. We hopefully got to win these 2. I can get that out of my mental for a minute. But I'm happy that they still there, man. It's 4-4 with Jalen Brunson. Keith, what do you think, Keith, moving forward, man? What would you like to see from this team moving forward?
Yeah, I have a question for you guys.
Sure.
I think we need more size, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think we should go for Moses Brown and bring him up.
Okay.
I think we should bring him up. I think we're going to need him, and because we don't know with Mitch, he can get hurt again. I mean, I pray that doesn't happen, but
real.
That's possible. But listen, if one of our bigs get hurt, we're in trouble. So I think we need to call up Moses Brown. That's what I would do if I was the GM. But
I think you're in the majority on that. I agree with that.
I would bring him up. I mean, listen, man. He's probably going to ride the bench most of the time, but I think he could play. I think he could ball. I think he's been proving himself, and I think he deserves a shot anywhere. I hope it's with us, though. Okay.
I'm with you. I'm with you 100% on that, Keith. And for multiple reasons. One of the biggest reasons is if they decide that they're going to start Mitchell Robinson with Cat, we will need a backup center. And I mean, we will need a backup center. And you also have to follow the money. And I mean, the Knicks only have $250,000, $300,000 or so. So they really and you know, they would have to do something with Wright. You know, I mean, they would have to do something with him to actually bring him up. I don't know what they're gonna do with PJ. I don't know what they're gonna do with him. So it's some things that they still can work out before the end of the year where they could get this guy on here. Especially, I'm in the same boat with you. If they decide, if I'm believing that they're going to start Mitchell Robinson and put Josh Hart in the second unit, I don't believe that they trust Precious. Maybe they do. Maybe I'm underestimated, but I don't know if they want Precious you don't see Precious doing the center thing as much as he did early in the season, in my opinion.
Hold
I think.
Hold
I mean,
on,
that's eyesight.
hold on, Jay Chosen. Chop, I want you to continue, but I'm gonna bring you a thought in there. D. Rod said Moses Brown. Moses is like Cat on defense. Put that into your equation. I'm just reading what D. Rod said. I'm glad. In other words, D. Rod saying he's not a good defender at all. So how do you feel about now that you heard D. Rod say that Cat he's not a good defender? So do you bring him in because of it just his offense bag, or do you think he can make a difference to the team because Tibbs is a defense-minded guy? That's what they do. To put that into the equation. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. Good point. I think even with him not being a defensive guy, he grabs rebounds.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He grabs rebounds, and we will need rebounding in that second unit. Not saying that Precious Achiuwa can't do that, but now you can use Precious Achiuwa now. You know what I mean? Because if you use Precious Achiuwa now, who's going to be your power forward? Now you still could implement from the starting unit and have these guys run rotations and stuff like that. But if you really want to put Mitchell Robinson and Cat in, once you pull one of the guys out of the center position, one guy is going to move over, somebody's going to go in from the bench. Who is going to be the next center that you bring? Are you going to allow Precious Achiuwa play 4 to 7 minutes or so, or three or 4 minutes a quarter when Mitch is not in or Cat's not in? And when Cat goes out, are you going to hold Mitch out long enough so when you take Cat out, you put Mitch back in? So there's some ways that they could work it out where they might not need him, Brown, but if you had another person, it makes the equation a little easier to put these 4 guys in than trying to work it with 3 guys and Achiuwa. OG, because OG now comes into that mix of almost being that centerish type guy. If you if you want to work a 3-4 man rotation, especially with Precious. Precious is really not a center, and you put Mitch in the starting lineup. I in my opinion, they haven't been playing Precious that much at center position. You see Precious in there with Mitch, and you see him in there with Cat. Not so much singular unless OG is playing with him.
Yeah, I'll tell you another scenario which I think they can do, and I'm gonna let Jay Chosen get his thoughts in here. Excuse me 1 second. I think even if you had Precious Achiuwa at the 5, quote unquote 5, when they sub Cat or Mitchell Robinson, I think it probably in a sense don't matter because I think he's always gonna remain a 4 because of just due to the fact that no matter when he's always gonna be the second tallest guy. So I guess positions back.
I can see that.
So I think that's what it go. If it's this hypothetically, Shop Powell and Jay Chosen and Keith, if it's campaign, Deuce McBride, Landry Shamet, Josh Hart, and Precious Achiuwa. Your first sub normally going to be Mitchell Robinson or a Cat, right?
Yeah,
Mitchell Robinson and Cat. So do you bring Shamet in? No, do you bring Precious Achiuwa in to take out Towns or Mitchell Robinson? Then he still goes to the 4. I think he'll always be a 4 no matter which way you go with it.
Right, I can see that. I can see that. If you run that, if you take Cat out and then you put
Precious Achiuwa in there.
Precious, and by the time you get ready to take Mitch out, you can bring Cat back in or move move Precious over for 2 or 3 minutes before you bring Cat back, so he won't be out there the tallest man on the court by himself for so long. I feel you.
If that's Tibbs don't spend this expand the roster or whatever. But go ahead, Jay Chosen. Yeah, no matter what. Good point. Shop Powell with you and my man on on Moses Brown. I think y'all are in the minority on that. A lot of people are in the minority on that. But the man can get offense buckets, be rebounding his defense. Okay, but the good thing about it with Moses Brown back there, you still got Precious Achiuwa who can play defense.
Right.
I don't have a problem.
And it ain't like he ain't blocking shots.
The rest of the 4 guys in that lineup could play defense. Campaign could play defense. Shamet could play it. Deuce could play it. Hart could play it. Achiuwa could play it. So it might not be that detrimental because I think it's not too many post
Hold on a second.
in the NBA like that.
Yeah.
but that's where I was going with that.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that
All right.
Brown is the answer,
Yeah, you got
regardless of the defense, because
That's my wife.
he's not
Sorry,
coming
guys.
in for a ton of minutes, right? And Mitch goes to starting lineup. That means Hart goes in. So that when we're not talking Shamit as much right now. We're talking Cam. We're talking Deuce. We're talking Hart.
Yeah.
We're talking Hart, and we're talking a natural 4 in OG. That's where his position. I mean, in Precious, that's his position. He's not a center. He's the size, should be playing power forward. You know, that's where he should go. He can't. To me, he's not chasing around the small forwards. Let him play his power forward, and then you got Brown. So now we're talking Payne Okolick. I'm slipping that in. Right, Deuce, Hart, Precious, Moses, and remember, it's always going to be a mix of them. But we're only talking about if the second unit came in at the same exact time. And that's the hypothetical about it. If all the two come in at the same time, there's no Shamit. It's Hart, right? So, and I think that 7'2" is the young man, 7'2".
Yeah, he about 7'2".
All right, so 7'2". Tell him here, bro. Stand here, do that. Stand here, do that. Stay right in the middle, do that, and go get those boards. And he could definitely rebound. That's the one thing about whatever. You could definitely rebound. So now in that second unit, you have 2 rebounders. We have had none all year. Now Hart and Moses are 2 rebounders. Yep. And then you got the other guys who are going to, do the other things. And I'm sure if you throw it high enough, the guy's good for an alley. He's good for something, So I think the answer has to be a backup center no matter what. We have backups in every other position. OG's our starting power forward. Precious could be the backup. Right? So
That's what I was thinking about.
So to me, that's the answer, because the guy at the end of the bench at that point becomes Shamit. And in my opinion, he's very wavy, though he does a couple of good things, but we do need height on the second, especially on that second unit, especially for a breather. You know what I'm saying? It might be whatever it might be, and I think it would be good. It would be good for him and Moses. So that's a good question for Keith. And hypothetically, with Hart being the person, not Shamit, I think it makes a big difference.
I think that's where you go. I think if you were to do that, I'm just saying, if you were to do it, I would definitely take Shamit would become out of the rotation, no question about it. It'd be Moses Brown, Pressure Chu or Josh Hart.
Yes.
But now you got the size you talk about there, and on top of that, like I said, you got 4 guys from the guard spot to the forward spot that can defend the basketball.
That's right.
So you don't have to worry about too much of him. Like I said, in the position he plays, it's not a lot of Joe Embiid's left in the league. Somebody gonna be down on the block dogging him. I mean,
that's a fact. Everybody's on the 3-point line.
Yeah. It's not like you got to worry about his defense down in the paint, because there's not too many guys not even getting down like that out there in the NBA now. So I don't think his defense would be that much of a liability. The only problem is if he had to play some stretch centers, then we lose his rebounding.
Because he's most likely going to be playing backup centers, and he's most likely going to be playing spurts. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like going to be too damn long, But
the good thing
he might show off. We don't know yet. He might show off.
The only one can make that determination, I guess, much as we would love it all, is Tom Thibodeau and the New York Knicks, Leon Rose. They think that man can make it. He can make us happen and play. They bring him up. They're not gonna. I don't think the Knicks will sacrifice something that'll help them for the sake of pettiness. If they believe Moses Brown can help them, they'll bring him up. I hope there's nobody that's. I don't think nobody in the Knicks organization is stupid. First of all, I mean, I hope nobody is not that
stubborn.
Yeah, right. I don't even believe that.
Stubborn.
If they know, literally Moses Brown can help them, and they know he's a plus than a minus. If they could bring him up here, I think they would, because you need all you can get to win a
It's
championship.
about the money.
Yeah, the money and the skill, and if they know that this man can help them, and they can get him up here, like Shaw Powell said about the money, but not only that, what he brings on the floor.
Right.
They'll bring him up.
He can score and he can rebound. That's for sure, and we've seen it. And we don't necessarily at that point need him to score. Rebounding, second chance rebounding, that's big. We've been watching that with Mitch and them. So if he can do that, there we go. And then we're talking about the Twin Towers starting, and then bringing in the 7-2 guy.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. You know what I was thinking too, guys? I was thinking that because Boston is a tall team. Yeah, I think we need more height, man.
Yep. Yeah.
I think we need more height to deal with that team.
I think Nick Yak said, "Do you know if he's playoff eligible? If not, why give him a role?"
No, I think he will be if they can get him. If they can bring him up, yeah.
I'm not sure. I got to do some research. Nick Yak. I'm not going to say he is. He not be false advocating.
I believe he is.
I'm not quite sure either on that.
Nick Yak, appreciate.
I'm not 100 either. But I'm not 100%. But if they sign him to a contract, I think he will be eligible. Yeah. I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think if they sign him, he can't be eligible if he's on a two-way, just like the other two guys that we got. That I'm sure of. He can't come up on a two-way or a 10-day deal. 10-day, he can't come up and be eligible for the playoffs. He has to be signed to a contract. Mm-hmm. Now, what's the stipulations or how late that we got to get him before we can get him on here and all that stuff? That I'm not 100% on, but I'm sure that he has to be on a contract, not on a two-way, not on a 10-day. I'm sure that those guys that are on those contracts will not be eligible to play in the playoffs. PJ Tucker will not be eligible to play in the playoffs if he's on a 10-day contract. And Boucher and the other dude will not be eligible to play on a playoff team if they're not on a contract.
Who's Boucher?
But Beauchamp. I always mess his name up. Beauchamp. I say Boucher. I don't know.
That's crazy. I just watched a movie with a dude named Boucher. I'm like, who the heck?
Boucher. That's where I heard the name from. I always mess his name up. Beauchamp. He's not eligible. There's another one that played last night with the big hair. Yeah, I can't remember his name either, but they're not eligible to be on the roster for the playoffs.
Tom Thibodeau didn't remember his name. That's all right. Don't worry about
it. I can't. I'm just a baby Boucher. I don't know.
Maybe his name is Boucher. I'm telling you.
Think about it. Let's hope if he's eligible, he'll come up here. Like one thing I always can say though, the G League is not the NBA, ladies and gentlemen.
That is the truth.
Say it again.
I mean, literally is not. When I mean literally is not.
Yeah, but if you Divine, but if you put in up super numbers in the G League,
then you can put average in the pro.
Well, that should translate to something in the NBA.
Absolutely, that's how I felt about Deuce McBride. Yeah, that's how I felt about Deuce. He put up some big numbers there. I agree with you. That's why I do think he'd be up here. I just wonder what the Knicks gonna do because it ain't on us. We don't make
that man has been outright dogging it down there, man. We're getting 20 rebounds almost every game.
They might be.
I mean, it's a reason.
Again, like Divine said, it's a completely. I'm sorry, Shaw. It's a completely different animal. We're talking about the NBA and the G League, and the G League. You don't get a lot of scoops that come up and could score right off the top. You see it year after year. That guy's a beast. He comes up and gets maybe a couple of minutes, and he's not.
I think he'd do it though. I think he can.
He's big enough.
When he was with Dallas, I think the only reason he didn't stick with Dallas, they couldn't afford him.
They couldn't afford him.
They could afford him. So I agree with you, Keith. That I think he will pay. Listen, if you can score 20 in the G League, you should better give me 9 or 10 in the NBA.
In the NBA,
like that. Yeah.
I mean, he's getting 20 rebounds every night almost in the G
Yeah,
League.
Keith, and that's it. I don't care if he gets 9 points.
Yeah.
He could get 7 points, and if you get 7 points and 10 rebounds in your 13 minutes, because that's what that's the type of game he plays, I'm good with him.
Yeah, because they give you Mitchell Robinson numbers.
Yeah, I'm good with him.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because Josh is going to score, Deuce is going to score, and of course, it's going to be a mix and match. You probably have OG in there. You might have a McHale in there or something like that. So,
yeah, he makes sense for this reason. Especially knowing Tibbs will teach you how to offensive rebound. He'll make you rebound. Josh Hart will teach you offensive rebound. Mitchell Robinson will teach you how to offensive rebound. So if Deuce or Cam miss a shot, or Chua miss a shot, or Josh Hart miss a shot, the mother right there to try to clean that shit up. So it's a good one. It's definitely a good one, man. I wouldn't be mad at that. You can't teach size. You can't teach size. So
and that's, excuse me, guys, that's what I've been thinking, because I've been watching all the games. We do lack size, and we're getting out rebounded a lot. Okay, we can't get out rebounded like that and expect to win big games. It won't happen. We got to rebound. Rebound is rings. We got to rebound the ball. They're not rebounding the way they did last year.
yep.
I liked them better last year. They were a much better rebounding team last year.
Yeah, but you had two.
I don't know, and we didn't even have Mitchell Robinson a lot of the year, though. No, Mitchell Robinson came back later in the season. He came back for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay, but we had better rebounding for whatever reason. I think iHeart was a big reason why we're a better rebounder.
100%.
we don't have that dude. Yeah, we don't have that guy right there. And it's okay, because you know what? Right now, hey, we got a better record than last year, and I think we're gonna go deeper than last year. So I'm good, man. I ain't got no worries with this team, and I'm just like, yeah, it's one game at a time. It's a regular season, because you know what? All this don't mean nothing when it says April the 23rd or April the 14th or 15th, whatever it's gonna be. You lace some sneakers up in the playoffs. Let's get down. All this stuff in between is cool. It's just to get us prepared for what we really gonna be chirping about when the playoffs get here. You know what I mean? So let's hope that they stay healthy, man, and just keep playing and keep getting better. That's all you can do. I mean, this team.
I want to beat Boston, Divine. I want to beat Boston.
Yeah, you ain't the only one.
You know what's interesting to me?
I want to beat Boston, bro.
People don't think so. And that's their opinion.
But I want us to beat them, though.
I know.
I think we can.
I know if Mitchell Robinson and Jalen Brunson and the whole team, we've been watching New York Knicks basketball all year, non-healthy, no Mitchell Robinson, and we won 44 games, basically. I know when Jalen Brunson come back, Jalen Brunson didn't get to play with Mitchell Robinson for 15 minutes this year before he went down with an injury or whatever. Jalen Brunson get to play with Mitchell Robinson too. You know what I mean? Now he got a rim defender back there who can help defend that paint when he can't defend that guy. I like this team, man. I think they got size. I think they got skill. I think they got talent. They got a top 5 point guard, and they got a top 5 center or power forward, whichever one you call it, in the NBA. I think we got 2 dudes, man, that shoot a high percentage. And I love Randall, but Randall percentage is not Cat's percentage.
No.
You see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen?
He don't have the same bag at all that Randall. Right. Not even close. The guy can go in, he could go out, he could run around, he could block. He does. You're talking about a 7-footer who could play. It's just completely different player.
I think the one that gets me the most is I think we missing. We didn't. Well, to a degree, Deuce McBride, but not at the way he did it. The Shinzo part.
Yeah, that's
one of the ones that's really hurting the most to me. Is because our bench is so inconsistent, and we missing DiVincenzo's bag. You know what I mean? We missing his bag in a sense.
100%.
You know what I mean? But our offense is still good, ladies and gentlemen. We ranked number 5, but we missing some that Debo was doing pretty well. He was clutch, like he could hit a big shot, and we got guys who can't do that on the second unit. And though Debo got thrown into the first unit last year because of injury's sake and everything. That's another reason I thought the team could have beat Boston last year, because he would have been on the bench, him and Josh Hart last year, but what for injury, because Randall would have been in the starting lineup and Anunoby would have been in the starting lineup.
There's no question in my mind we would have beat them last year with that.
Denzel and Josh Hart would have been on our bench last year with Deuce and Bride, them shits would have been lit. That's why I said, man, come on. So this year, I don't see no different, man. I'll be healthy. I think Mitch could work with anybody. I think they could beat anybody.
And Hart if Mitch was healthy. So you're talking about Deuce, Debo, and so Mitch.
Yep.
And Hart coming off the bench last year.
Yeah, the one big thing that Devo did great for us was shoot a lot of 3-point shots. Mm-hmm. His attempts was at least 10 a game, and we right now I don't think we have anybody that shoot that many 3-point shots per game on the team this year. No one shoots over 8. I think the most was 7, but he was consistent over 10 3-point. He was putting them up, and I mean that's why his percentages was so good. He put up 10 and hit 5 or hit 4. He hit big, he'll put up a lot of shots, but he'll make momentum shots. That's what we missed this year. And he would he's one reason why we did so well last year because he broke the 3-point thing and all that stuff, but he put up a lot of 3-point shots and he hit some big momentum shots.
Crucial.
In a lot of games.
Crucial.
Yep. So we got to find that.
And he's Italian.
Find a guy who could replicate that. I think if I don't want to put all that pressure on Duke, I try to tell everybody, I think he's a $4 million playing worth of $10 million. That's Deuce McBride right now to me. His next bag going to be about 10 to 12 million, rightfully so. I think he's playing. I think he's outplaying his contract right now, $4 million. But he's not Shinzo. But I think he can knock down a shot. When Deuce is on, he can give you four threes in the game when he's on. You know what I mean? But that's the reason why he make what he make, and that's why other guys would make what they make. But I do think Deuce McBride bag is getting better, and I think his next contract. I say all that to say is that I was hoping this year Deuce McBride can give us a Shinzo type of 3-pointers from the bench. You know what I mean? That's what I was hoping, that he come in there and he's shooting pretty good from down there. High 30 shot hours?
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
He might have many attempts. Devo.
Yeah, his attempts. That's what it is, and that's with the whole team. The attempts, like I said, Devo. If I'm not Cat at his high when he was in Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken, he was shooting 8 3-pointers a game. And I mean, there was no one shooting that many 3-pointers on the team this year. Collectively, you could probably get OG and Mikal, and they wasn't probably shooting as much as Devo was shooting per game. Per capita. You know what I mean? Oh, well, then that's a fact. That's wrong. These guys do shoot a lot of 3-point shots. Their makes is recently been better, but their makes, that's what it is. But Devo was guaranteed to get up about 10 3-pointers a game.
Yeah. The New York
Knicks, and the average of hitting 4 or 5 of that is monstrous.
Right.
Is monstrous, and that's what people don't understand. In baseball, I always do this. You know what's a good hitter? A 300 hitter, right? A 300 hitter is actually a really good hitter. You know what it takes to be a 300 hitter? Getting 1 hit out of every 3 times you try.
3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. No.
Or 3 out of 10. Or 30 out of 100. Yeah. That's what it takes. So you're talking about a guy who was shooting 10. I don't want to say he was shooting up anything, but shooting 10 and hitting half of them. 500 hitter. That guy's, you know what I'm saying? So that's nuts. Yeah, man, we miss him. I think Debo would come back right now for $500 in a car. I'm not even joking. I think he would.
I love his energy. Yeah, he had great energy when he came into the game. That was a big thing for him too. He had great energy. And he played really good defense. And like you said, the 3-ball, I mean, that was his arsenal. That's what he did. And we do miss that. And I do miss him as a player on the team. Hopefully, maybe we'll get him back. I don't know.
He wouldn't be surprised. You would never know.
Never know.
So him and Randall out there and Edwards, they're balling out there right now. They had a pretty good month. They look like they're going to be in the thick of things out there. And we'll see how it goes. But like I said, I know we're gonna be in the thick of things. I'm not too worried about us, man. We just got to go out there and get through the rest of the season. These games is about to go. We got 12 games left. It's unbelievable. It's 12 games left in the season, ladies. It's been a fun season. that's one thing I'm happy about. Through all the peaks and valleys, we had a lot of peaks, less valleys, because we 18 games over. It's been a fun season though. To see the starting five who want the smoke. You already know the fire starters. For me, it's been a good. Cat came in here, did what he had to do. Ananobi's, they all doing what they got to do, and I think we can't sleep on this team in the playoffs. If I can't, I just think that they got a starting five just as good as any starting five in the Eastern Conference. You can go. I think if Mitchell Robinson is there, to me anyway, and I think if Mitchell Robinson not starting five, that team is even better because now you don't got to worry about McHale don't get extra shots. You got more length. Cat don't got to be in the middle, worry about people coming down and scoring on him, which he's not good at. I think that changes the whole game. That's why I like when even though Tids put him and Cat in there, though they didn't play that good last night, but you could see the game prior to that, where you could see why that makes Cat's game more interesting when he got Mitchell Robinson there because Mitchell Robinson don't take no shots away from nobody, ladies and gentlemen. Right. And I think that putting Josh Hart to the bench makes our bench stronger than it is now.
Make our bench better. Yep.
Yeah, make the bench better and the starting lineup because instead of that being weak at the point of attack and the back line, now you're a little bit weak at the point of attack, but you're definitely strong at the defense side of the ball and the starting lineup with Mitch back there. Even if you get past Jalen Brunson and one of them wings, you do got a rim protector back there. Opposed to now, we got instead of having two weak defenders at them positions, we got one. And there's no everybody can't be a good defender. Brunson's not a good defender. Cat's not a good defender. You got a lot of guys who are not good defenders. That's just not their job. But what Cat do on the defense side of the ball is a precipice is rebounding. But he makes up for his one-on-one defense, Cat do, with his rebound. Just like Jalen Brunson, he makes up with his defense with getting charges, getting buckets. So you got to sacrifice one or two. We sacrificing Jalen Brunson and Cat's offense for their defense. That's why we got to have Mitchell Robinson, McHale, and Anunoby there to help offset that 3 and 2. Three solid defenders, 2 solid scorers. I'm good with that. That's what you're supposed to work. Everybody can't shoot the ball because you ain't got nobody to defend the ball. Then you really suck. So
exactly. Yeah, that's why I say it's not a big deal that you have Moses here because you'll have other defenders on that thing, and all he has to do is put his hands up.
Yeah, so I'm excited about this.
And he does block shots too.
Yeah. He blocks shots just because he's that big. Like he might do it by mistake. So it's exciting, man. It's been a long, fun season, like you said. I feel like it started yesterday. You can't have everything
12
you
games
want.
away. Wow.
I know, it's unbelievable. You can't have everything you want. You watch some of these players that are magnificent on offense, James Harden or whatever it might be. That guy has zero defense. You could blow by that, shing, so like you get what you get, man. If you're not happy, if you don't recognize that Brunson came here and the steal of the century, bro. Are you kidding me? This of the century, man. And now we're filling up, getting healthy, teams getting packed. That circle is getting it's starting to expand a little bit, and once it starts to expand and it solidifies and Tommy's circle look exactly the way he wanted to look, I think look, man. You'd ask me any day of the week, any time of the day. I think we could play in a 7-game series, same team. Don't forget, not traveling. Another thing that I think you might have mentioned something yesterday, Sha. Especially in Boston, you on a flight. It's a quick flight. Not a lot of that lag time, that sleep, you're missing this. You got to go to one town. You got to get back on there.
Different time zone.
Right. Time zones are changing, all that other crap. You don't got that. Especially with the teams you're playing right now. You don't got that. So I think we're looking real good in that position, man. That's why I think that Eastern Conference Finals and I'm telling you, man, right now, there's zero reason why we can't be there.
Yeah,
I want to go back to what Shaw said, though. I think he's right. I think Mitchell Robinson should be in the starting lineup.
No question about it.
With Cat. And this is why I brought up Moses Brown, though, because I think you need a legitimate center to back up the come in as a backup. You know what I mean? And Precious, I was thinking he subs for OG. He come in for OG. I mean, OG come out, he comes in. That's what I was thinking.
Cat.
Yeah.
Or Cat.
Yeah, that's what he's doing now. He's using Cat. Yeah. He's using Cat.
Because the substitution from OG now would be Josh Hart. You know what I mean? And Deuce would be for Mikal, and Payne would be for Brunson.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it gives us more size, right? It gives us more size.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question right quick.
I think it's
tell me, pick one.
Yes.
Right now, I'm talking about right now. Conley or Brunson?
What?
Yeah.
Wait, is that a real question? Is that a real question, or is this a joke?
Conley or Brunson? Brunson, right?
Conley.
No,
Brunson. Of course, Brunson.
Okay.
Brunson.
So Anthony Edwards, Mikal Bridges.
Edwards.
Okay.
That's tough. That's
Jaden
tough.
McDaniels and an
OG.
Cat Randall.
Cat.
Rudy Gobert and Mitchell Robinson.
That's close.
That's tight. But I would probably go Mitch just because I know him.
Okay. I'm gonna go Rudy because we had 2 fine defense player of the year.
Yeah.
Anyway, and all that being said, the only 2 positions that they better than us at is Edwards and Rudy Gobert. And I don't think
not that better.
Not that better. Right.
Edwards and Mikal might be a tough one, but
especially Mikal is guarding him.
Right. Or Mikal or Anunoby guarding him.
Right.
But the reason why I say that, so if Rudy Gobert, Cat, Jaden McDaniels, Edwards, and Conley can get you to the Western Conference Finals, I don't see why people don't think that Mitchell Robinson, Cat, Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Jalen Brunson cannot get you further than that.
I don't know why either, Divine.
Let me ask you a question.
Can we play them?
We still haven't seen that team play 5 games together. That starting unit that you talk, we still haven't seen them play 5 games together. We just seen Mitchell Robinson and Brunson be on the court. What, 2 games, 1 or 2 games?
Right.
We still haven't seen that lineup play 5 games together. That's why I don't want to say I'm rushing Brunson back, but I do want him to come back with like 4 or 5 games. So this way, Mitch may be back by the end of this week. Mitch may be in that starting unit, and you may see a trade coming up towards the end of this month, going into April, for if we are looking for another backup center for Brown, because if they decide that they're going to put Mitch in the starting unit with Cat,
they get rid of
then Brunson. Then Hart goes to the bench. That's our small forward. Then we got Payne and we got Deuce as our shooting guard and our point guard, and then Precious, if you want to say the power forward. And then we're going to need a center. If we don't do that, then it's going to be Precious as the center, and then OG will have to play some spot minutes with him. And that's the only guy that I can see coming from the starting unit to play with them, especially if both those centers, one goes out. It all depends, man. It's a way that you can work it out where all of them could be on there at 1 second at a time, and then with 2 of them on the court at all times.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I think that, to me, that when this is what the starter lineup and the rotators would have been at the beginning of the season. That's the reason why they brought him over here.
Facts.
With Mitchell, that was the whole game plan. Obviously, Mitch didn't get back to him. They wanted him to, but I do think you put Mitchell Robinson in that front line to protect Cat and protect Brunson with Anunoby and Mikal. That's hard to beat, ladies and gentlemen, because we got 2 guys you could put on your best players, like literally 2 dudes who could defend in a tight game. Mikal and Anunoby, you could put on their best players, which is their wings, and having Mitchell Robinson back there. I think that and with the offense, the way that offense can get down, gonna be a tough. That's gonna be a tough. I'm not saying they're gonna win it all, but the Knicks gonna be a tough out in the playoffs. I don't care what we see in the regular season.
Let me go back to really good shot.
With you saying that too, because if, like we say, Mitch starting this year, Precious Achiuwa starting this year, and Lamby Shamet starting this year, we would have still had Jericho Sims. Now, I mean, in that second unit to go with Precious and these guys that I just mentioned, just to say that too, because Mitch would have started this year. If he would have came back early, healthy, I think he would have started with Cat and with McKell. Now you would have seen the difference in what we talk about Wingstop is with McKell and OG at their positions playing against the opposing threats and having Mitchell Robinson back there making teams go east and west, not north and south. Yeah. And even though we did do that this year, a whole lot this year, still third in the East. I mean, we're still third in the East. We're still third. You know what I mean?
Yep. I let Jay Chosen get
it. Point shot.
I just say, according to Tom, and you know what I try. This is Tom Thibodeau's words, not mine. It ain't Divine's words. We played all year without our what?
Starting
center. Them Tom Thibodeau words. We played all year out his mouth. I'm quite sure you can see it without our starting center.
Yep.
That's his words. So their game plan was that Mitchell Robinson was starting at the 5, Cat at the 4. That was their game plan. And I don't think they're going to deviate. They just wait for Mitch to get some time into me. Get back to playing 24 minutes. I think the order for the New York Knicks to knock out any of them top dogs, Cleveland or the Boston Celtics, you got to start Mitchell Robinson.
You got to.
You got to start him.
I agree.
You got to start.
I agree.
For so many reasons, not just because Mitchell Robinson makes more sense, but it also makes our team better. It stretches our team. Now our bench is better. I mean, it's a lot of reasons, but he is the starting center.
Right.
And then every time they're in together, Cat does something different that he didn't do when he was playing center.
Facts.
All right. Every time. The turnaround fadeaways that I was talking about. He wasn't doing that when he's playing center because he had to do center-ish shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you play power forward, you don't got to do the same things. You're not doing that stuff. People going, oh, Mitch came back. This guy's not getting the rebounds like whatever he getting. First of all, when Mitch came back, Cat got more offensive rebounds than he was getting all year. So that makes both people doing it. And now he don't have to go and get every rebound because there's another guy in there that does the window washing.
Yeah,
and he does different things now. You're forgetting that this guy's also a 7-foot 3-point dart shooter. Right now, I'm not saying we're forgetting, but like that's what I'm saying is like I'm talking about they might have a power forward. Their power forward might be the usual power forward that we're talking about, 6'9", whatever it might be. Now he's bigger than anybody he's playing against. His game is completely changed every time they play together. Watch it. Every time they're in there together, how much different Cat looks. He looked like he's comfortable differently.
I can't wait to see it because that also means that Cat's 3-point shot goes up to probably close to the 7-8 a game, and his percentages from 3-point land is pretty dang good. So we can get 8 to 10 3-pointers out from him, and he'll still be able to get rebounds. Let's not forget, man, Mitchell Robinson commands the rebound and post out offensive. He's a defensive blockout guy. Mm-hmm. One reason why Julius Randle grabbed all those rebounds, if you notice, Julius Randle when he was here is about 11 rebounds a game. Nowadays with Minnesota, he's down to like 8 or 9, mm-hmm. and 7 or 8. He dropped down a whole lot. So not saying that because of Mitchell Robinson, but I'm just saying so Cat can still come in and get 8 to 12 rebounds with Mitchell Robinson in there. He has already got 3 or 4 blocks with Mitchell Robinson on the court coming from the backside help. I mean, you drive down the lane, but you're standing there. You come from the blind side, from the back side, and you block a shot. He's done it this year already 2-3 times that I've noticed. So it's the interior defense that we lack this year. We still play great. We still third in the East, but our interior defense has suffered this year. With Mitchell Robinson back in the lineup, East and West, North and South, baby.
Yeah, him and Hartenstein did that good for us last year, ladies and
Back.
gentlemen. Mitchell Robinson, Hartenstein was
both of them. Yep.
Yeah, they were holding down that middle. It allowed Julius Randle to play the four the way he did.
Back.
And the reason why I say that, because matchups is everything in the playoffs. I do not think the Knicks can compete with Cat by himself at the center. Just the reason why. Let's say if you play in the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's going to be tough for Cat to deal with by himself, ladies and gentlemen, because number one, he's prone to getting fouls. And not no mean, but listen, no knock on him, but like him and Brunson, they prone to get fouls. Because they not that good of defenders. So when you got to go up against Jared Allen and Mobley, and if Donovan Mitchell getting down the lane past you, who the hell going to stop Donovan Mitchell once he get in the lane? You don't want Cat to try to jump out and foul him. And then next thing you know, Jared Allen going for a putback, and if Cat foul him, Cat got 2 fouls in the first quarter. He on the bench. The game is over. It's over, literally. Yep. So you start Mitchell Robinson to keep Cat from having to put himself in that situation because we need his offense on the court. You got to put Mitchell Robinson there. If the Knicks don't put Mitchell Robinson in the starting lineup, I think my personal opinion is going to be a nightmare for the Knicks because now you got your point of attack is weak and your defensive back line is weak. You can't put that pressure on Anunoby and Mikal and them all night long. I just don't see it.
You beat me to it. That's where I was about to go next.
Man. I think they got to put Mitchell Robinson in there. Put Mitchell Robinson there, just like the Minnesota Timberwolves did. That's why I brought that up earlier. Let Cat get at that 4 and tear him up. Tear him up at the 4. Cat can drop 30 on a lot of these power forwards in the NBA. On any given night, his bag so deep. And he goes down the lane for the and one. So I don't know. That's my personal opinion. I think the Knicks only going to go for it. But I think people may think I'm crazy for saying this. Knicks going to go far as Mitchell Robinson allowed him to go. What I mean by that, not allowed. The more healthy, the more minutes Mitchell Robinson get on the court in the playoffs, the further the Knicks will go. If Mitchell Robinson don't get substantial minutes because of our lack of size, like Keith just said, like you guys just said, that's why we want Moses Brown. If you don't start Mitchell Robinson against a lot of teams, Cat to be in foul trouble in the first 2 to 5 minutes of the game, then what we going to do?
That's what I'm thinking right there.
That's what I think. I mean,
especially in the playoffs. In the playoffs.
Oh, my God. But I think if you start them, start Mitch, Knicks eating. They eat 2 7-footers and 2 wing defenders. It's a wrap to me. So let's see.
You also sold me on Moses today too, like because I think it's smart. It doesn't matter if he gets 4 fouls. It doesn't matter if that happens because it's perfect, man. And you only need him for a handful of minutes, man. It's not you're not asking this man to come in here and rock like 20-minute games. We're talking about 10 minutes. You know
10
what I'm
minutes.
saying?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Give us 10 minutes, bro. Yeah.
That's all I'm asking. And that's a slogan. Just give us 10 minutes, man. That's what we
they do it, man. That's what they do it, man. I'm Shot Powell and Keith. I'm excited about this thing they chose in the chat. I think that we just gotta stay healthy, get to the playoffs, man. I'm excited about this playoff, man, because like Nick showed me who they were earlier on a long time ago. And from the time of the season they got to January, I knew who this team was. The Knicks could beat anybody if their defense is on point. I think their offense is that good. They've been up there all year long. Third until Jalen Brunson got hurt, they were third in the NBA with the best offense. And now your defense get better. I don't know, man. So we'll see.
without your starting center starting the season, and without a backup one.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, Precious didn't start the season too, so. You had a guy out of position, and he somehow ends up, for the majority of the year, he was top. He somehow ends up second in rebounding and dropping monster games. This team is a beast.
Yeah, they're ready. They'll be all right, man.
Healthy, like fully healthy. I really think we could put up against anybody.
That's what I'm waiting for, Shot Powers. Fully healthy, bro. Just fully healthy. I just want people to give the Knicks a chance to judge them
Right.
All they dudes is there. We've been judging them all year without they dudes. Now, hopefully in the playoff, they all will be there. And that's, to me, when you really judge this team. This is what we set out to have coming into the season. Now, this is what we would expect to see. Now they there. Let's see what they can do. That's what I want to see, man. And if they can go and pull this thing off, man, I think Mitchell Robinson helps out a great deal, Sean Powers.
Yeah, I mean, it just, as we just sit here and let's talk about it, it's just something to change up the way we play defense. And if you know Tom Thibodeau, he is a defensive-minded, guard the paint type of guy. Play up on the three, get the 3-point shooters off the line and stuff like that. But when you have Cat inside without Mitchell Robinson, the help has to come, and it comes from Mikal and it comes from OG. I mean, so when you come to help on the defense and the guys kick it out to the 3-point shooters, they got to sprint back out to the 3-point shooter. With Mitchell Robinson being there, you want to drive your man off the line because now you can play up on your man and don't have to worry about the split or the screen or any of that, and drive him the way you want to towards Mitchell Robinson so you could get the kick out. You know what I mean? And with the backside help on either side could be Mitch backside help is Cat or OG majority of times, or Cat and Mikal, and I mean, which would be his backside help. So that's perfect for him, you know what I mean? And that's perfect for the guys to play up on guys now to defend on that 3-point line. The Knicks do have a problem with 3-point shooting. We're leaving guys open, but one of the bigger reasons is because of the help defense that they have to do to help Cat out.
The double team.
Right, the help him out. So, with that being said, with Mitch back there, it helps Mikal stay on his man, which would be the one of the two who is the best on that team, and it helps Mikal stay. I mean, it helps OG stay on his man, the small forward or the power forward that is the scorer on that team, and it helps out because with Mitch in there, and I say this once, I say it again, if you haven't noticed this since Mitch been back, teams, there's not too many times that you see someone go down the lane and throw it on Mitchell Robinson. When you really seen that? Teams go towards Mitchell Robinson, they throw up a high arcing shot over Mitchell Robinson, or they wait for Mitch to go up and jump and pass the ball to Mitch's man. You know what I mean? Because he's out of place now, because he had to step up.
Yep.
With these guys coming to close out on you with Mitchell Robinson there, it is much harder. And your backside defense is either Cat or OG. It helps Mitchell Robinson out as well. So all these things that's just talking about it, since we're just talking about it, those are the things that I'm hoping that we can do. Some of the things that you will really see this wing stop now because of Mitchell Robinson. And not saying that Mitchell Robinson is the win all be all, but he is the win all be all to Tom Thibodeau, interior defense, where we've been lacking all year. If we could slow down people scoring in the paint and play good defense on the 3-point line, we win the game.
This is no knock. This is not a knock on Cat, ladies and gentlemen, because Julius Randle was just as worse with defending Cat.
Yeah, he wasn't all that spicy either.
Yeah, that's just not their strong suit. Listen, Cat, if you take 10 things in Cat game, he probably got 9 of them that's phenomenal. It's just that one area. So you don't judge a player only by one thing he don't do wrong. You judge about everything he do. And Cat is a 9 out of 10 to me. He do everything else good except for one-on-one defense. So it's important to have him not put him in that situation. It's important not to put Brunson in that situation because Brunson's not a good defender. So we got to be able to have guys who can help that. And the reason why Knicks, like Sean Powell said, are tough. I'm gonna pass it to Keith 1 second. I just want to get this point out. Why that 3-point defense, just to ring in with Sean Powell said, because a lot of times they sag out to protect Cat. Because if that dude get past them, I think Knicks willing to give up a 3-point shot to get Cat in foul trouble, and then we really effed up. Knicks go nowhere without Cat. Knicks go nowhere,
man. He and the captain got us where we are. Look, the guy. Look, sorry, just real quick. If you're not a 9 out of 10 guy, how you start the All-Star game at a position you're not even your position, and you start in that position.
Yep.
I don't want to. You know what? No, not for nothing. Like
Cat.
I look. I know how to do a whole lot of stuff, but I can't fix your car. You know, this guy. This, you know what I'm saying? So, like, the fact of the matter is, that's that. He could do a whole lot of stuff, but there's just one thing that he's not great at. And you know what?
Help defense anyway.
Right. So now that you bring in Mitch, who happens to be, you know, on the higher end of defense, and you know, making sure that you know like the position that Shah say, the East West and all that, Cat could get his groove in a different way, and he's still gonna get high rebounding numbers, but now everybody could just stay on their own man, and that is the most important. We don't have to run across the thing from here to there to there to here to here to there. You staying on your own man. Only time you switch is during a switch. You don't have to go do it because, oh, I gotta help him.
Right.
It's not gonna be like that.
Well, yep, real talk. Facts right there. Hey, Keith, where do you think the Knicks should do with Mitchell Robinson? Do you think he should start? What's your thoughts on this topic we have about Mitchell Robinson in the starting lineup?
Yeah, man. Like I want to bring it back. That's why I brought up Moses Brown. So you guys went full circle in what I was thinking, okay? Because if you do that and you have Mitch with Cat, that makes us a better defensive team.
Right.
Okay? And to win in the NBA, you got to play good defense. You have to. So I think they had that in mind, Divine. Like you said, I think they had that in mind, that Mitch and Cat will be playing with each other. So I think that's a big factor. I think it could make us a better team, man. But we haven't seen it yet, right? Because Mitch has been out the whole season, basically.
Yeah, a couple of games here and there, just getting back. I'm one game.
He's just getting back. So now we're going to get to see it. I think we will get to see it, man. And I think if we see that, I think that makes us a better team. I really do. Now, go back to Moses Brown, though. Why can't we get this guy? So he's a legitimate backup. He's a legitimate. Now, if we had 40, I guess we wouldn't need to do that. Okay, but we don't have him. He had knee surgery. He's out. I don't think he's coming back. They need to get Moses Brown. This is how I see it right now.
Okay.
They need to get him.
Yeah, you know,
they need to get him.
Anybody help, and I think he, you know, you can't hurt to have an extra good body. And like you said, you know, we'll see what Tibbs and the Knicks do, ladies and gentlemen. We don't know. We'll see what they do. We're gonna get out of here in a few seconds, man. But we'll see what they do. No matter what they do, you know, we got a game Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we got to go ahead and play the Dallas Mavericks. And just try to get another win. But great conversation though on the Mitch thing, man, because I really do believe that he could make a difference in the playoffs. So, you know, with that being said, we just got to go ahead and try to win another game. We get to win this game against the Mavericks, and we get to 45 and 26, ladies and gentlemen. Then we got the Clippers on the back-to-back. So pretty much, you know, we just going to go ahead and keep the show going the way it's going. We could do the pregame show back-to-back, and then we hit the recap up on Saturday, whatever the case may be, Friday, whatever the case may be. But great show though. Real talk, man. Thank y'all for coming in, man. Great conversation, everything. Keith, thank you, man. And
blessings.
I just say it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Kolek.
Tyler Kolek.
Our secret weapon, bro. That's our secret weapon.
Yeah, yo, salute. Well,
there's no doubt about it, man.
Keith, give me your last words, man. I pass it Jay to Sharp Howell, then we get out of here.
You want me to say something like first?
Yeah. Give me your last closing thoughts, man.
No, just bring it back. I mean, listen, I think if we can get the team to play the way they need to play and have the proper defense on the floor, and having Mitch with Cat, I think that's gonna help us. And I think Tyler should get some more minutes, man. Please give him some more minutes.
Yeah.
But I think the team. I think we can capture this. I think we can have a shot, man. But the coach has to make the right decisions too, right? And the players have to do what they got to do. So let's hope that all comes full circle, you know. But I like that idea. And then please go after Moses Brown. I mean, what is PJ Brown doing anyway? He doesn't play. He can't help us.
Your coach, yeah, they might let him go.
Yeah. No, I mean,
You put him
listen,
as a
man.
coach.
Sign him as a coach, man. I mean, put him in as a coach. We need somebody. We need a body. We need a big body out there. That's how I see it, man.
Mhm.
That's how I see it.
Okay. Jay Chosen, my man.
Yeah, you know, just really quick on that. I agree with you. If you're not playing, we need people who are playing, you know, and who are at least available to play. Even though I think that he could hit the corner shot and he can still play, but it's all right. What'd you say, brother?
No, I was telling PJ Tucker.
Oh, PJ Tucker. Yeah.
Not Brian.
Shaw, the kid's name was Watson, who played
Watson.
last night. The other kid who played. Yeah, Watson. Look, I'm not quite sure why Precious hasn't played a little more backup minutes. He was playing pretty strong for a minute, but I think I kind of know why. That's for a different day. I want to stick with what the topic was today. When you look at the games and how they do it, they play better together. I think all year long when they made this trade for Randall to move, you know, they bring in Cat. Their idea was Twin Towers. That was their idea. Somebody who could score like an animal, and somebody who could defense like one. And then you add that, and that will make the perimeter defense a little bit better because the OG and Mikhail could do their actual jobs. And we know what the captain do, and I can't wait for him to get back because I really hope we have, like Shah said, maybe like a 5 games ish, maybe 7. I guess 5 games because time about to fly. You know that. I want him to get back. I want to see what that 5 look like. Healthy, very healthy, and that's my prayer too. I want this team to be very healthy. And last thing, that chant. I can't wait to see Tyler play again. I hope he puts up the same numbers, and then he could get inside that circle full time. You know, so great show. Sorry about the beginning when I was in the tornado, and you know, it's real talk.
Real talk, my man, Shot Powers.
Thank both of you guys for coming on tonight. And I mean, Divine, love you as always. Salute to the family in the chat. We'll be on Tuesday. Knicks Real Talk pre-game. Let's get it.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, New York Knicks at 7:30 at the Garden. We'll be on at 6:30 on Tuesday, man. So here, hope the Knicks can go in there and beat a decimated Maverick team. They lost all their big dogs. You know, so they just trying to survive, man. But you know, we don't take no team for granted. I don't care who they are. You go in there, you play your game. You hope you can play your best basketball and win the game. It ain't how you start, it's how you finish. I'm not worried about none of this stuff. Like I said earlier, it's all about what happens. Because what happened last night don't even matter no more because what happens in April. That's when we can really get this thing popping. So I think we'd be okay, man. Just keep treading water. Taylor Brunson, keep getting better. Keep getting healed more. You know, take your time. But, you know, we need your back door, my man. Y'all just keep doing what y'all doing. And I know we've been playing really good basketball for the Knicks. Keep doing what you're doing. Mikal Bridges, we need you to keep doing what you did the other night. And Cat has been doing Cat things all year long. That's why he's starting 5. He's up there. We got 2 guys worked at MVP candidates that we wouldn't have got injured. So we got 2 big dogs up one in the front, one in the back line. Now we got another one coming to help us out on the deeper side of the ball. Let's hope our bench can find a way to keep moving up that ladder to get better. And if we do that, I think we'll be okay. But we just got to get and keep pushing the needle. Paris, thank you for the super chat, my brother. Real talk. Knicks basketball, offense, rebounding, toughness, now 5 hours shooting the match buckets. Play the Twin Towers. Facts. They got to play Mitch. They got to start Mitching this thing, man, to get to where I think they can go. I think we need to start. We need Mitch in there. So, Parrot, thank you for the super chat, my man. Sorry you came in a little late. We about to be out the building, but thank you for that, though. Real talk. You already know how we appreciate you helping us keep the lights on. But I agree with you on that, man. That Twin Tower effect will make a big difference in New York with that boy down there and keep Cat out of foul trouble. Let's just Cat eat on the offensive side of the ball. And I had to put
just sliding him in.
Yes, slide them
Just
in
try
there.
to get them healthy. And he's sliding them in. Just get a little more healthy and sliding them in.
Real talk. It's been fun, ladies and gentlemen, but we're gonna get out of here because we all got to get up and handle business tomorrow. Jay Chosen, Sean Powell, the chat. Salute to all you guys. Super, thank you for the super chat. Parrot, thank you, Brian the Copper, for the super chat. I thank everybody. Brian the Copper a couple of times. Thank you for the super chat. And let me go on and just say thank you for everybody coming in. First of all, we appreciate that. Brian, again, my man, thank you. Crim's dad, thank you for the super chat. With the bobblehead joint, man, we appreciate you, Crim's dad. Real talk, man. Brian,
Crim's
again,
dad.
Yes, indeed. I'm thinking Crims is a Crimson Tide dude. That's only I can. I'm thinking that you gotta let me know about that Crim's dad. That means you're Crimson, the Crimson Tigers dad, or you're Alabama Crimson Tide dad. You gotta hit me up because I was big on Nick Saban when they won them championships in Alabama. So I rooted for Alabama with them boys. With my man Nick Saban and them. But though
That's interesting because I always thought his kid's name was Crims.
I didn't know. I thought that's what I tried to figure out. Was it the Crim's dad because it's the Crimson Tide, or the Crim's dad because it's Clemson Tigers? I didn't know. I was just trying to figure out. Crims, you gotta let me know next time you're on if you're not in here right now. But I'm so super to everybody, man. Thank y'all for coming in. Yo, we see y'all Tuesday, man. Y'all enjoy your Monday, enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there, man. Go out there and do what you got to do. Just be out there safe. The world's crazy right now. Keep that positive energy. A lot of negative energy in the world right now, man. Keep that positive energy out there, man. And let's get it popping. We'll see y'all, man. Next Real Talk, Divine, Shy Powers, the chat. Let's get it, man. Y'all have a good night, man. Peace.
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 Peace. Be the change.
We about to hit you with the recap like Aaron Judge with a bat because we touching on facts. And plus we up in these hats. It's Nick's Real Talker, we cut from a different cloth. We cook a Nick broth with a different sauce. We bubble like a hot pot in the kitchen. We dripping on the surface, spitting verses with these bars and b-ball. Cause no matter how far the stars, we see all like a telescope. You can tell it's dope by the way we unveil these news and notes. Check the box score, a top score, knocking down shots. Plus we got a lock for 48 minutes, putting on the clinic. The cat lieutenant, they entered the winner. The game is over. We trooping in our temples like soldiers and train the planes, the Range Rover. I'm getting up and over the list. We on the BQE and we maneuvering swift. Say Tokyo, but you know we can drift. Cause the pokey be on the low, so you know our flow had to shift. We about to be out in a few. No doubt next time we see you to be on a game preview. It's Nick's Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Nick shit and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. It's Nick's Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Nick shit and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride.